a more or less a schedule for the day. Again, a schedule that you have to keep is too rigorous. But a basic idea, 9 o'clock we all wake up. 9:30 is prayers. We daven until 10, 10:30. We spoke about how the prayers can be interactive. Everyone's involved in the prayers. Everyone's davening on their level. And again, not everyone has to be waiting the whole hour. The children can go play in the middle. But we have a little bit of a schedule after davening. A great idea. Many people have a tradition to have Kiddush. Kiddush means not the meal, just Kiddush. We're not ready yet for the challah. It's still too early. It's, let's say, 10:30. It's 11. Kiddush. We make Kiddush. We have mizonos. Some families serve herring and crackers. Some families sneak some challah out of the challah pot. Again, knowing how to return the challah back on the flame. Halachically, some families just take some of the kugel out. A lot of families take kugel, a nice piece of kugel. They make kugel for Friday night. Half of it they put into the challah and it bakes on top of the challah. It bakes on top of the challah like on a piece of aluminum foil, or if you're a little more healthy conscious, maybe a piece of something else. And then you can take it out for Kiddush. And you have a little bit of mizonos, a little bit of cake, have a little bit of Kiddush, a little bit of something else, just to come. And we're not ready for the Suda yet. It's a great idea. It also breaks up the longer afternoons. And then you have an hour or 45 minutes till you actually start the Suda. Till you prepare, till everyone finishes praying, till everything is ready, you have some nice calm time. That time is a great time. Adults could finish Shaya Mikra V'Achatargum, reading the Parsha twice, and the Targum, the explanation of the Parsha. It's a great time for children to play. It's a great time to have a game. It's a great time to learn with the children. And then, a short while later, you'll start the actual Suda. You're starting your meal at, let's say, 12:30, 1 o'clock. The meal goes for an hour, 1 to 2. So you're ready to spread up your day. At 2 o'clock, so you don't have that much longer until it's time for Mincha. A great idea, especially weather permitted, again, if it's lawful in these times, go for a family walk. Again, no one has to come, but a great, just walk it off. You had a heavy meal, you had a Kiddush. Now you walk the family, you observe nature, you observe this, you wave at some neighbors. You wonder why, the bird is keeping on going to that place. Just enjoy nature, enjoy the walk, enjoy the weather. And let me tell you a big secret. Bad weather is also a great time to walk for many people. I just went walking, it was like a little mist coming down. We walked with my daughter, and I said, in the summer, we're walking, and some people have those little spray bottles that sprays some mist at them just to cool themselves off. We're walking in the mist, great. And even the rain, if you're healthy enough, walking in a little bit of rain is not so bad. If you have another set of clothing, take off your Shabbos clothing, walk in something that you don't mind getting wet, take a 20-minute walk, you're wet, change your clothing. It's great to walk, especially on Shabbos. On Shabbat we eat so much, some of us, of course we're watching and we're only eating salads, but some of us need to just take a walk. It's great, it's fantastic. The family talking, or individuals. Sometimes the family's not the type that likes walking, but you have one child that enjoys walking with you, and you're giving them the greatest gift, the gift of time. So you take your walk a half an hour, 45 minutes, 3 o'clock. What do you do now? Many adults need to take a nap. So sometimes they can switch off. One spouse goes to sleep first, the other one. If you have a little bit older children, they can make a benos, a little day camp for the younger children, while mom and dad go take a nap. And that's fantastic. They get those leadership skills of telling stories, of making up games for the younger children. The younger children are entertained, and this could be 8th graders for 7th graders, for 6th graders. It could mean 6th graders for 4th graders. And it could even mean 4th graders making a little day camp for the little 2 or 3-year-olds. Once they know, basically, they have a couple of ideas what to do, how to do it. Tell a story, ask a Parsha question maybe, or two, give out candies, give out nash, sing a song, whatever ideas work for every family. And they are taking ownership of that time of the afternoon. And then games. Games is a mitzvah on Shabbos. Your children, most people's children, are not ready to learn on Shabbos. They are supposed to play games, but you can join them, and that could be a tremendous mitzvah. Like we said, the younger children, spot it, I just know Zingo. Invest it. It could cost money, but it's worth it. We just bought a game, Catan. Great game. I heard it's expensive. I didn't pay for it. I wasn't there, but it's a great game. It's a family game. You, parents, should be spending that time. Ticket to Ride, another great game. And again, you could call the toy store, one that you trust, find out what the good games are, and spend time, another hour with the children, playing a game. Could be better than that. So you're up 35, 6 o'clock. Chesed is a great thing for children to do and for you to do. Even in quarantine. In regular times, my children go, some of the older children go to the nursing home and speak to the ladies, sing for the ladies. In these times, if you can walk outside the window of someone that's lonely and talk to them from outside the window for 20 minutes, a half an hour, so you walk for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes for the mitzvah, and you schmooze with them, and you feel great that you did a mitzvah, and then you come back with your family. There's nothing greater. Spending time, Pirkei Avot, learning the ethics of our fathers. You can spend time learning with the children, studying what they learned over the week. And this is very important. Parents many times, Rav Pam said this, are not the greatest chavruta for their children. You are many times, most of the time he said, you're not the greatest chavruta to really develop your child learning skills. Very interesting. So this time should not be spent, the Shabbos afternoon time. Again, you want to review the parsha, you want to review what he learned during the week, preparing for the test, but it should not be grilling, it should not be anxious time, it should not be getting upset. You're just there to help and make it pleasant. And I have many parents, I'm a teacher, I'm a Rebbe, and they say, what should I do? My son doesn't really know the Gemara at night. So you keep it pleasant. Learn with him to the best of his ability. I'm going to try to lift his level up. But if it's pleasant and he enjoys learning, he'll learn more. But if you break that enjoyment with him now, the enjoyment of learning, he's never going to learn well for life. And that's education. And therefore, there's another great thing to learn, Libay Chafetz. I would ask my children, what do you want to learn? I have a whole shul with so many books. Do you want to learn Navi? Do you want to learn Halacha? Do you want to learn stories? Medrash says, little Medrash says. There's so many things a child can learn. And if you set that up for him, and he'll develop an enjoyment in learning. He said, Dad, you read that book, that story from the Shabbos thing. I want to learn more about from that Shabbos book. Okay, let's spend 20 minutes every Shabbat afternoon learning what you like. And that's a great way to spend time. And by this time, you're up to 5, 6 o'clock already. So again, we have our schedule, Shachris, we wake up time. Again, a schedule that's very strict is not a good schedule. Well, schedule that's malleable, it's movable. 9 o'clock wake up, 9:30 daven, 10:30, 11 kiddush, followed by some learning time, learning what you learned during the week, followed by the Suda, another hour. The time moves from time to time to time. And Bez Hashem, we walk out with Hashem's help with a fulfilling Shabbos that moves, that we feel like we accomplished, and we feel like we're able to breathe and connect with Hashem, connect with ourselves, and connect with our families. And we have to remember, this revolution doesn't take a day. It's one step at a time. And any little bit that we invest in Shabbos, we have a whole week full of bracha. Our Shabbos will take care of us.